Before I knew it, I'm in Malaysia. And where do we land? Kuala Lumpur. And I'm amazed at what was in front of me. Far more advanced, far more developed than the UK. London is period buildings, yes, but the development's not there. Not only that, we went out and we were out at night and everybody was friendly and everybody was enjoying themselves. And the interesting thing was I'm seeing mosques and I'm seeing temples and I'm seeing Indians and I'm seeing everyone, and they're all coexisting very nicely and friendly. Chinese, obviously I went to Jalan Alo, I think it was, where you had variety of different foods, which done me a little bit of damage, which I'm undoing at the moment. You know, I ate everything, I tried everything, but they were so open about, you know, this is halal and this isn't halal. However, the majority of places you went to were halal, and we were getting to enjoy varieties of food, varieties of culture, but tech, the place is advanced. You think that the UK is advanced. I'm telling you, Malaysia, even... That was obviously Kuala Lumpur. That's the city. You would think that, okay, maybe they're just that much more advanced than everywhere else. The living standards, maybe I'm from the West and I have the budget for it, but the living standard still exists. That's what I'm trying to say, and is there for you to have. So you don't have to aspire to be in a country where, you know, the exchange rate is better when you have absolutely everything here on your doorstep and better. So I came to KL. We did some exploring and it was hustle, bustle, busy. I'm not used to high-rise buildings. I'm not used to the apartment life. So people said, go to Penang. Where should we go? We had 2 weeks. It was December. And they said, go to Penang. It's very beautiful. We want to experience the nature, the beautiful side of this island and, you know, what the world has to offer. So they said Penang. So en route, somebody suggested we stop at Malacca because it was a journey and I'm not into road trips. I'm not into doing long distance driving. Somebody suggests Malacca. So I thought, right, let's do that. There was me, my youngest, my son and my brother. We hired a tour guide and they took us around Malacca. Best experience of our life. Landed us here because you had a relaxed atmosphere. You had actually so many things. Your roads. Now, this might sound crazy, but the roads, the driving is very much the same as the UK, except for it's a much more pleasant experience. It's not grey. It's not dull. There's a lot of greenery. The driving is not that bad. You know, like some people were saying, how are they on the roads? No, the roads were absolutely fine. But there's just this element of peace and lightness about being in Malaysia, being in Malacca. So we experienced some of the history. I had no idea that the British were here and that they had ruled over the land for such a long period of time. And the influences were present. The 3-pin plug, easy. The driving on the right-hand side, easy. The exchange rate, great. The lifestyle, fabulous. People chilled out, easygoing, friendly. Now, that might be because I'm from the UK, but I still observe and I can still see how people treat one another. And you're not just being kind to me because I'm British. You're being yourselves, and your personality is showing with the way that you're interacting with other people. And there was a humbleness in the air. Just because somebody was wealthier didn't mean that they treated somebody badly. So now already I'm warming to this atmosphere. I'm warming to the people. I'm warming to the peace that I'm feeling. But I can still see how there is still a lot of opportunity here. Your education system is amazing, actually. Your facilities, medical, compared to the UK, are outstanding. If you go to the UK right now and you went into a hospital, you would be disappointed at what you saw. The queues, the people, the way that people are treated, it's just, I don't know how to even describe it. You can't see a doctor. People are being pushed with pills. Here you have conventional medication, but you also have alternatives. You have homeopaths, you have Chinese doctors, you have lots of alternative health supplements that have been passed on through generations. You have self-care. You have self-care of yourself. You have self-care of other people. And that does not exist in a Western world because, as I told you before, the Westerners will value you for your worth, your clothing, your shoes, your bag, your car, your house, that's when you'll get some value. Otherwise, I can tell you, if you were to go there with very little, you wouldn't find many that will help you. You'll find plenty that will judge you. You won't find that support. You'll scrape to find your own people who will give you a little bit of support and help. But because they're so lost in their own, because the pressure that exists in the UK, whether you are rich or poor, there is a pressure and a burden that you feel that weighs you down and takes you away from the real purpose of life. And I think that is what I learned by uprooting myself and loosening all of my ties, business, home, family, and to choose Malaysia as the destination of where I wanted to live because I experienced it. Followed on to Penang. Oh, no, I lie. We didn't even make it to Penang. We settled in Malacca and we just enjoyed ourselves because we wanted to just chill out, and Malacca just gave us all of it. And another reason Malacca was chosen was actually because of how close it is to KL. It's not as close as places like Putrajaya and Selangor, but it was far out enough to give us what we felt. There was a good feeling, and there's great feelings everywhere else in Malaysia, but I just felt more comfortable and at home. And so I settled to buy a house in Malacca, and that's exactly what we did. And I'm just going through the motions of that. And really what this whole life's experience has given me more than anything, for myself and for my children, and I aim to drag in as many people as I can. And I've done TikToks, I've done YouTubes, and I've explained to people the truth of what I've experienced. And the fact that there is, you immerse yourself into so many cultures, not just the one culture. Everybody is welcoming and everybody is open to everybody else's culture. You have exposure to language. You can broaden your perspectives. You can learn about new traditions and new ways of life from the ones that you've experienced. And all of that gives you something personally. It gives you growth. It gives you adaptability. It gives you an open-mindedness that didn't exist previously. This place in Malaysia, you're surrounded by so much kindness and humble people